Peace people, I am 30 and welcome back. Return of Caesar here in Crusader Kings 3, playing as the Roman Empire and playing as Gaius Julius Caesar. I did some looking around in between episodes and I am really weak. And this actual Duke here is actually a decent enough ally, so I'm actually gonna ally him, it's my grandson. And I also noticed I am 18 vassals above my vassal limit. I did check this in between episodes, I did ask this question before. And theocratic vassals which are not landed, meaning the ecumenical patriarch, which is incredibly rich though, I would like to get that money but I don't think I will ever get. If I grant him independence, he doesn't get any land, he is just independent, he is nowhere. And I get rid of one vassal. I'm also gonna get rid of this Coptic Pope as well, even though he has a lot of money as well. So I'm gonna grant this guy independence too. Just get rid of him. Cannot actually attack him because he doesn't have any land, he's not landed. And we got rid of 2 vassals and that vastly increased my levy. Pardon me. Let's see if I can find any more theocratic vassals in here. I would like to see if I could. It's mainly barons. I think if I want to get rid of all these baron extra, I really would like to get rid of you, Moldavia, by the way. What I could do is revoke this guy's title. Could be worth doing. I just want to see if I have any more theocratic vassals in here. If I do, I'm gonna get rid of them. It doesn't seem like it. But this Moldavian guy, can I fabricate a claim on your county? It's gonna take 15 months. And then I'm gonna try and get rid of this guy. It's gonna get rid of 1 extra vassal. I'm just gonna try and make sure I can get rid of these extra vassals and consolidate my forces a bit. I think it's a kind of an important thing to do. I don't need this anymore. I'm gonna focus on money instead. Even though I was kind of close to a perk, I'm still not gonna care about it. Because I have all of the traits that I needed in diplomacy, which is thoughtful and befriend. These 2 are vital if you want to survive in this game. And that vastly also increased my income, going to economy focus. Right. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna try and befriend people. I think try and get some things. Bunduku clan, for example. This is gonna give me extra vassals too, which is something that I have to keep in mind. But it's gonna make sure that I just conquer stuff so much quicker. That's like the main thing. I think that is the way to do it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have all of these truces, which I really don't want to deal with. I think too long to take all of this if I'm gonna go about it this way. I think forever. Really, so I'm gonna try and find someone with a claim on the Bunduku clan, preferably non-landed, otherwise it's not gonna work out. Could potentially work out if I made him like me a bit more. He's a baron, he's a court imam, which is probably means he's not gonna come. No. Tepoe. Is he already here? No, he's not. Why can't I even invite you? That's a bit weird. Toimu? Oh, Toimu, you would like to come here, right? Hopefully he's not too old and gonna die soon. He's feeling poor, but it might just work out. Have to wait and see. I'll try and take the entirety of the Bunduku clan. I also want to try and take the rest of things here in the northeast and in the east. Also these few extra things in the north. But I want to focus and try and take the rest of Africa. Like the Gulf of Africa and the West Coast, or the Ebony Coast. Ivory Coast, what's it called? Sorry. As well. This guy is actually independent. I haven't noticed. I haven't seen him. So I'm gonna try and do something about that by taking this guy down like that. I'll try and take all of these people down. Preferably, if I just can. There's a lot of things here. It's just making the map look a bit ugly, if you ask me. Okay, this is 3 duchies. I'm gonna take the biggest one. Sharka is only 1 county. I'll take that too. Apparently you had a friend here in Demo. I'll take this one. Or this one to get the borders, I think, rather, to this guy. Outer Iran I'm gonna try and take. as much as from you as possible too. Okay. Let's try and take this duchy. And I'm gonna take down this little guy here. And now we have heard that little song play too many times in a row. Now we're gonna focus and take these things down. Let's see where I'm gonna raise my troops, not too close to the border. One of you wrote a little sketch about I lost my troops because I raised them too close to the border yet again. Which is true. I take responsibility for it. It's not the first time. It's really not the first time it has happened. Right. Hopefully we can get these guys raised quickly enough so we're not gonna die. To this guy, he's actually walking in the wrong direction, it seems, for it to be of any problem. So I don't think my troops are gonna get strong enough for him not to be able to kill us. And it seems to be the case, which is great actually. That's really good. Right. Just give me my men-at-arms and I'm gonna be a happy man. Oh, Hellenism is back again. We always see these uprisings of Hellenism, you know, it happens all the time. It's a bit old now. I think it's happened too many times for me to really care about at this point. Okay, I want a guy. He is already a logistician, so that's decent enough. While I can't go directly there. I need to siege this place down first. Okay, some people embrace that heresy. That's fine. I don't think it's going to be an issue whatsoever. At least I hope so. A snake at court. Whenever I play this game again, like a new campaign, I really need to think about having some mods on to like mainly just decrease the amount of cuckolds. Like, I think there's a mod about that, stopping people from just cheating at each other so much. Yeah, I know people did do that, especially in the nobility, but this is insane. The amount of times that my nobility sleep with other women and men. It's insane. I don't need to. I lost a counselor, my spy master. Gonna replace him with not this Estonian guy. I'm gonna replace him with this guy. Make him love me, so he's not gonna try and kill me. Preferably. Yeah, that wasn't enough to win, of course. I still need to take down the capital too. It's gonna take a while, and then we probably need to do something about the rest of things. What I think I'm gonna do is actually go by sea to this guy, then down here, and then up again. I think that might be quicker than going the land route. Because you travel quicker by sea than by foot, at least in this game. I think it's actually the case in real life, at least in this game. Oh, I didn't actually take you to go to the right place. That's a bit stupid. Not the first time either. It's happened before. Pardon me. Right. It's actually a special week. I'm finally going back to campus for the first time since basically 2014. I haven't been physically at campus university since March of 2020, which is basically 1.5 years ago. So it feels a bit weird. Tomorrow I'm going back. Getting back to this regular routine again. I think it's going to help me with my recording schedule though, so that's a good thing. At least it's going to give me back some of the routine that I used to have, which would make it really easy for you to basically have this routine going with your uploads and stuff. So hopefully that's going to be beneficial for us. At least I hope so. You, my man, you should go down here now by sea. Just land on top of this guy's head while I give these things away to random people. Preferably not my champions. You are siege military engineer. You're decent, Octavius. You're gonna become a triple count. You are going to belong to who? Nubia, I think. Making sure that I don't get extra vassals, and I'm going for war profiteer, I think. It's gonna give me extra income while at war, which is a good thing because my time is mainly spent at war. So I really need that extra income going for us. Okay, where's my troops? There they are. Okay, how are you feeling with the supply? It's okay. It's okay. Could be worse. Could be better too, but it could be worse. I really would like my game to run a bit smoother, but that's obviously not going to be the case at this time of the game. The game, it's been running for too long. It's going to take. It's not going to be running smoothly because of that. We are so long into the game, 400, almost 500 years into the game. It's not going to work out. People have so large armies everywhere. There's so many things going on. It's going to make your game basically die of itself. Just give up. Even though I have a kind of new computer, it's still gonna give up because of that. Which is a shame, but that's just the case, you know? Right. They're staying around and they don't dare to try and do anything against me. They're a bit silly, actually. They should try and do something against me, try and stop me from basically killing them, but that's not actually happening. Chickens. They're scared of my superior forces. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Gonna be the next place. Apparently it's quicker to go by land. Didn't I attack you? Apparently I did. I did, right. Good. Okay, one less war to worry about. So be it. And you, my man, should belong to me, actually. It does belong to me. I'm gonna grant it to someone normal, not my family this time. Normal? I'm going for Diogenes. And you, my man, should belong to Bolemia. I feel like the kingdoms down here are really bad. They're not particularly good. Any of them. Which is interesting, actually. Yeah, I wonder how long this is gonna take. We will go to undersupplied in about a month's time. That's a bit quick, you know, but apparently that's just the way the game runs. We became friends. Great, my man. Would you like to come here and preferably not die too young? Or like die tomorrow before I'm able to basically make you into a king. First I'm gonna make you Jupiterian. That's the first thing that we need to do. You are selected, which is decent enough. Okay, people are actually trying to siege me down. Interesting. I could designate the Guardian for Petronia, the one with the highest learning, my sister. I could demand payments, I don't care. Disable buildings. Not important, I say as Greta, blah blah blah. Ransom. Get away from my jail. You're just costing me food. And heating. I don't even know if we care about heating in my dungeons, we probably don't. But you never know. We are Romans, we are very civilized. Maybe not so much when we are sentencing people to things, but you will never know. We will descend to starving in about 280 days, which is a long time, but not long enough. Gaia, just like the Earth. Nice. Pardon me. Oh, we won. That's great. Easy. So I wanna generally try and fight people. I'm gonna try and siege this place down. Hopefully that will make me win this war too. I of course need to give Yelib away to someone too. Everyone is so good, and I'm giving away everyone that's good. That's not really something that you want to do, but I don't really have a choice. That's the reason why my court is so bad. I feel like everyone is related to me now. Like everyone landed in this empire is basically related to the Julian dynasty. Because everyone has all of these amazing stats, which just showcases that you are part of the family. Because otherwise you wouldn't be so good. Like having these amazing stats, that's only because you are part of the family, you know. We are the only ones that good. Radisla and Vigialinta had Sulpicia. Great. That's nice for you. Even though we have like a gazillion babies in the family now. 1,350. That's a big family, guys. That's also part of the reason why the game is running so slow. There's so many characters in the game now too. And all of these characters has all of these events going on for them, which just makes the game clog up. And it's really taking your processor or GPU, CPU, just die on itself, which is not great. But that's just the case. That's just the way things are. It's not a lot you can do about it. You know? Okay, you have promoted culture in Västergötland. That's really good. You're gonna try and promote culture now in Sjælland, Copenhagen, Köpenhamn. Make the Danes Roman. I think that's a good thing. Oh, I think this place just dissolved into chaos, or it's because I attacked them, maybe. Yeah, it's still the same place. I see. It's because I attacked these guys and they called those other guys in as allies. That's the reason why things went that way. Oh, thank you. See it done. I will not try and revoke this stuff right now because I am in the middle of a war, which is at this moment a bit more important, but still, it's a good thing that we gained that claim. Of course. Oh, that's actually his army, but I don't need to kill it because I won the war anyway. And I gained this really nice duchy. Thank you. I'm gonna go this and then the... And I'm gonna grant this to the same guy, which will be this person. He's not scheming, hopefully. I don't really care if he would be, but still, it would still be nicer if he didn't scheme, like everyone else does. So I feel like there's too much scheming in the world, especially this part of the world, like this empire of the entirety of the known world. There's too much scheming going on. I don't particularly like it. That's actually his army down there. So we might actually need to siege down a bit more if we don't capture the guy in charge. Hopefully we do. That's not him, so he's just a count. So hopefully we can try and take this entire thing by just capturing the guy. That would be very much beneficial. I could make my spouse a bit more good at economy, which actually gave me an extra domain limit. That's really good. And we lost our spy master again. Too bad. It's gonna be, I guess it's gonna be Estonia, but I'm gonna try and make him like me a bit more first, so he doesn't try and kill me. Preferably, right? Thinking about it, I think I'm gonna try and just befriend him. I feel like that's a bit safer. Having your friends at key positions in the realm is generally a good idea. It's not nepotism, it's just survival instinct, you know? That's all about it. It's survival instinct. I don't want to die, so it's basically not a good idea to have people who hate you being in charge of basically your spy master position. It's generally not a good idea. Very much not so. You will become a double count and you will belong to Nubia. He's actually getting a bit stronger now because I give him all of these extra things. A curse undone, one of my rivals has died. That's a good thing. My troops are smashing their opponents. That's great too. They give me a lot of extra war score. And that made me win that single war against that single guy. That's really good. Thank you. We are starving now though. That's not great. What I could try and do is get towards this person as quickly as possible. The supply is not great down here. That's the thing. It's actually not too bad. Thinking about it, it's actually decent. But, no, it's not gonna be worth it. I'm just gonna let you starve to death, guys. Get towards sieging. Get things done, please. Nepotian. You should probably marry someone, my dear. That's probably gonna make you a bit happier. So you don't have all of these children born out of wedlock. It's not a very nice thing to the child. They should know who their father is. Poppaea. Absolutely. She's a poet once more. We're gonna sleep together and make amazing babies. And I gave her lover's box. That's the way we know that she slept with me. I gave her lover's box. Do you think the Emperor is sleeping with people he shouldn't? I don't know. Are you sure? Because like the lover's box is really spreading. Like over the entire court. And I don't really see a good explanation for it. If you don't know what Lover's Box is, it's basically chlamydia. If I understand things correctly, it's basically chlamydia. Which is not a very nice thing to have, but it's not the end of you. You're gonna survive it. It's not dangerous. Oh, my wife is dead. She died of shock of seeing me sleep with another person. Inheritable traits, prefer... Actually, it doesn't really matter. Everyone. I just want the best woman possible when it comes to stewardship. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Sum of all skills. And someone good at stewardship. She's only 14. That's a bit young for me. I am 77. She's great for 14, by the way. Look at that woman. Man, that's amazing. Minervina. Would that be good enough? I don't know. This one, I think it's better when it comes to my stewardship. Yeah, it did change the things. That's great for us. We are starving to death a bit. That's not great, but I think we're gonna be able to deal with things anyway. If we have fully sieged down this place, we can go for the capital. That's great. We have dealt with all of these wars. I'm gonna deal with these extra guys, which are still around. And then we're gonna be done down here in Abyssinia for the time being. Hopefully we'll become friends. Hopefully. We are losing a lot of people to starvation, but we are used to it. It does happen. Did I just lose my guy, which I had a claim on this place with? I think I did. So I think what I need to do is actually find a new one. It might be, I might be wrong, but I think it was Toimu. I'm kind of sure it was Toimu. He was my friend, so that it makes it even more sense that was the person actually. We didn't capture anything that we need, so what we need to do... What we need to do is finish this war by a bit more, few more sieges. Where are your army, my man? Where is it? Can I find it? That's it. That's the army. I don't think it's gonna be enough though to kill that army to win the battle. I think actually I need to siege down things. What I'm gonna go for actually now is use an organizer, try and speed things up. Unfortunate misunderstanding. Ah, sure. I persuaded the person. You go away, please. And I shouldn't be paused because it just takes up time being paused. It's not a great thing. Right. Then we should probably go for this guy or... Yeah, I think and then for those two. Just try and finish up this thing. Someone became Polish. I don't really know why someone would like want to become Polish just out of nowhere. Nothing against Polish people. But I think people would prefer to be Roman in this day and age, you would think. Really weird that they wouldn't like to become one. It's a shame. It's a downright shame that they don't want to be Roman. They would rather become Polish than Roman. I'm disappointed. I really am. And I'm really disappointed with the fact that I'm killing a lot of troops for no reason. You would think that I would be able to supply these guys with like supply trains. The Romans could supply big armies by just having these really good logistics just helping out. But here it's like, I have a kind of small army for this time and age. Especially considering how big my empire is, and I'm not able to support them with food. Even though I own everything around in this area. I control basically the entire trade in the world. Look at this, I own basically every coastline in this part of the world. Except some here and down in Africa. But I own all of the coastline almost here too, except this guy. You would think that I would be able to supply my troops, but apparently that's not the case. And I know it's because of game mechanics, but still, it doesn't really make sense. Out of like a real life comparison, it doesn't make sense. Fearful troops, I think that's a decent thing. I'm gonna take down my maintenance a bit, because I think I do have a bit of dread. Yes, I do. I have 100. I have an ominous reputation, apparently. That's good to know. Thank you for the duchy. I'm going to go and take this one now. That's not your army, actually, so I need to go and siege down other things instead. And by doing so, I'm going to fight these people. Severinus, you will become a triple count too. You're going to belong to Nubia. because he's the only one that I can find a reason to give you to. And yeah, I'm really losing troops to starvation. I am losing more of them now. It's just ticking on. It's not going great. If you ask me, it's not going perfect. But I still think we are safe in being able to win this war anyway, and I will get my troops back very quickly. And I just changed the place where their capital is. Good to know. I'm gonna host a feast in celebration that I just lost out on their capital, I think. While my army, I basically lost 20,000 troops to starvation, or even more. I had 50,000 when we first started out. That's a lot of guys. Experienced guys just starving to death. What a horrible way to go, by the way. Starvation, it's not particularly a nice way to die. It's a horrible way to die, actually. Starving to death. Time to crack open my secret stores of wine. And I gained a new rival of my own family. Good to know. Not like I care about it. My family has been hating me for centuries. Even though I for the life of me, cannot understand why. I'm an amazing guy. I have brought glory to the empire in a way that hasn't been seen before. And people are like, yeah, he's a nasty dictator. We're gonna try and get rid of him because we want to be in power instead. I think, trust the system, trust me. Understand the fact that I'm just making things work out. Stop going revolt wars against me. It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. But they don't think that way because they're stupid. This might actually go anyway because we are starving to death. So I don't really know how well this will go for us, this battle, but I think we're still gonna win, but it's gonna be slightly a bit more nasty than I would like. Look at the size of Egypt, by the way. I think it's like you're eating up the entirety of Nubia. Which is interesting. Fascinating. We still have a good position. That's great. And now he's gonna finish up the last war. With this small little siege here. Did that really only give me... Oh, it did give me actually 50%, but they had a lot of tick and war score. That's why. Like something from a tale. I will not rest until I find it. The White Heart. I'm sorry, everyone is getting lover's pox. I think it's kind of easy to deal with nowadays. You just have to give them some penicillin or antibiotics. I think it's basically the way you deal with chlamydia nowadays. But of course, it didn't exist back in these days, which is a shame. Would have made life a lot easier. There we go. We have taken a lot of more things down here in Abyssinia, the Gulf of Africa. So make sure to like this video if you have enjoyed. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And leave a comment down below if there's something that you want to talk about. But thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Take care.